Hello you guys, good morning. So obviously this video is going to be a little different than what I've been doing now, and I thought this would just be kind of something fun to do right now. Anyways, obviously I haven't made a video for a little while. We've been on a trip last week and this weekend, and also I have like a little secret for you guys. Not really a secret, everyone we knows, but we haven't like posted pictures yet or anything. But we did get engaged on our trip. He proposed, and like in this garden and everything, and it was really nice. So yeah, let's get into this video. First thing I want to say is don't have like a super structured plan going into college for your major, your career, even your social life or anything like that. You never know what is going to happen. Seriously, like you never know, and you will change so much also just yourself like throughout the course of your college time. And so definitely use that as an opportunity to grow yourself. I went to a 4-year college. I have a bachelor's degree, and I like the person I was then. Obviously I'm like a mom now. She's sitting right here on the floor next to me, so obviously that part of my life is super different. But even just besides her, besides like career, besides jobs and everything like that, I am even just like a different person. Like, I don't know, college is such a transformative time, and you are going to change what you want. You're going to change just everything. Even if you have a structured plan, this is what I want to be, this is that's totally fine. Still keep an open mind to, I don't know, how things might just go. Okay, and then next we're gonna talk about some dorm essentials. I lived on campus all 4 years that I was there, in 4 different rooms also. So the first thing, I'm just gonna talk about some random things that I feel like people forget a lot, and not just like basic stuff. I say is an umbrella, because you're going to be outside walking around, just you're like always like gonna be outside in the rain, the snow, everything. So definitely bring an umbrella and keep it in your bag too. I feel like, I don't know, yeah. And also like a winter coat and everything. Just like bring your outside gear, raincoat, and then also bring an outlet adapter or a power strip or something like that, because there's not that many outlets in those little rooms, and you're gonna need to charge everything up, and the light, your hair tools and everything. Bring some type of power strip. And also, this is something I feel like people forget about a lot, but bring cleaning supplies. Keep like a little basket of cleaning supplies in like your closet or under your bed or something. Just like some wipes and whatever, I don't know, because you're gonna want to clean. You think like such a little room wouldn't get super dirty, but it can. And also if you spill things, you're eating, whatever, just bring a little thing of cleaning supplies, even like paper towels or something. Also bring medicine. You are going to be around so many people all day, every day, so many places and whatever, and just like they don't keep those places super clean, those hallways and stuff in the dorm rooms, and you're definitely gonna get a little sick at least once. So definitely bring some medicine, so when you do get sick, you're not gonna need to go to the store also. And bring some type of air freshener. I use the little plug-in ones with the the little inserts. They just go in the outlets, because that, like, you never know what your dorm room is gonna smell like when you get there. Sometimes like the room itself just smells bad, even if you're a clean person and everything. And you're not allowed to have candles in college, so definitely bring some type of little air freshener, even if it's like a little car freshener or something, little hanging ones or something. Bring snacks. I kept a like storage container bin of snacks in my room every 4 years, and also some in my backpack, because like I said earlier, you're gonna be walking around all day, going to classes, meetings, jobs, whatever. Keep like a granola bar and like some chips or something in your backpack. And then also, and this is like really important, bring an extra computer or laptop charger, because your like whole life is on your laptop when you're in college. All of your assignments, meetings, like a lot of things. I kept a charger in my room and then also in my backpack, and like took that one everywhere with me, because yeah, you just get like multiple, especially if like one breaks or something and you don't have another one, and like you have like assignments due that night, like you're gonna need to go buy a new one anyways. So like definitely just buy an extra. So first of all, like I said, you're gonna be walking a lot, so definitely good walking shoes. I remember my freshman year, the first couple weeks, my feet and my legs hurt so bad, and I didn't even go to like a huge college. I went to a pretty small private school, and I still feel like I was walking so much. And then yeah, also like I said, a rain jacket, hoodies, something like that for outside. And then also in your room too, in like the classrooms, the room that I had, it was sophomore year, I think. It was so cold in there, and like our air thing did not work. Like it would not change. We could not change the temperature in that room. It was just always freezing. And so yeah, just definitely bring all type of warm and cold clothes with you. Just bring some slippers with you, or if you're not a slipper person, just bring like a bunch of socks or something, because you're going to be walking around just your dorm building, without your shoes sometimes, go to the bathroom or whatever. And those floors are so dirty, like seriously. I personally just like took some little slippers. I have some here, and like I would keep some in college and whatever. Yeah. Next one is something that I didn't even think about when I went to college, but you're gonna want to have some formal clothes, whether it's like casual dresses or like an actual suit or something, and also shoes too. Especially as you get to be an upperclassman, you're gonna have to go to like job fairs or do mock interviews, or actual interviews, or things in like Greek life as well, and you're like going to have to dress up for. You don't want to just run to the store every time you have an event to go to. Just some type of formal, like professional looking clothes and shoes. Next I want to talk about roommates. I personally didn't go to college with any friends, and also didn't really make any friends while I was there, which is perfectly fine. I like to be by myself and just do things. But so that means that I had a random different roommate every single year that I was there. And yeah, it was weird and terrible and crazy. So I don't even know what to say, because sometimes there's nothing you can do about the person that ends up being your roommate. Obviously, if you don't just like go to college with a friend from high school or something. From my experience, I have had some crazy stories. Definitely just try to communicate it at the first weird or annoying or whatever, the first thing you see, like you'd be like, hey, I do not like this. Or I have even been to the like residence assistants, the people that like run the halls and stuff, and done meetings with my roommate. They can be like a mediator person to do that. Like seriously, don't just sit back and do nothing, because you're like, oh, that's just something weird that they do. That's no, it's not. No, it is not. You can be in the most weird whatever situation. You do not have to live. If you can even move out into a different room, your own, or with someone else or whatever, you can even do that if your college lets you, or just, I don't know. If something isn't too terrible, I want to say just like move out of your room, but if something isn't too terrible, seriously, like there's other options that you have, and like you have to remember that. I just met the craziest, most insane people when I was there, and it was crazy. But you're not gonna spend a lot of time in your room, which obviously if it's a person you don't trust or something, you don't even want them in there with your stuff. But I was like, it's okay. My first roommate, she actually moved out, and then the next few years, I didn't spend that much time in my room. I had a boyfriend, and I would, go stay with him. I was in a lot of classes. I had 2 different like jobs and internships at one time. So you really don't spend a lot of time in your room. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, you never know the type of people you're gonna meet. Speaking of internships, I want to talk about that next. So definitely take the opportunities that your school gives you to do internships, or just like get credits for stuff. I went to a private liberal arts school, so they required us to do at least 1 internship before you graduate. So I did 1 like little internship, and then my last 2 years of school and like the winters also, I was just a substitute teacher at like a nearby middle school, and because I didn't have classes on Fridays, and so I just did that on Fridays. And my school actually let me get credits for just doing that job, because I said I was, you know, using and developing my like professional skills or something, and I'm learning how to, you know, be in the workplace or whatever. And yeah, but definitely take those internship and, you know, just getting credits opportunities, because they really do help you. You know, need credits to graduate. And also, you know, even if it's not something you want to do, a position you don't want to do, or not even in like your work field, whatever field that you want to be in, it will still help you like just make connections with actual people that have actual jobs and like are out there in the world, you know, for whatever job you may want to get. They can, you know, help like give you references or just whatever. And then next I wanted to talk about the classes that you're taking. So the first thing I want to say is take those like weird random classes. Obviously you have to take some classes. Like I was an English and writing major, and I had to take a math class, a history class, whatever, and, you know, obviously those ones were like a little bit boring to me, but because I went to a liberal arts school, they require you to take like a certain type of classes sometimes. And I actually took a religion class, and it was so interesting. Like it was just something that I've never, you know, studied before, and it was just really interesting. And the professor was also just like really nice, and the class was really fun. And then I also took a public speaking class, and that professor was also just like a really fun person. It's like made that class so fun. And then next I want to say, with your classes that you're taking, especially, you know, in like your major and stuff, and especially as you become an upperclassman, you definitely, like, I don't know, become friends, or, you know, at least friendly with the people in those classes, because you're going to be spending so much time with them and working with them, and, you know, editing each other's works and like everything like that. So definitely become friends, you know, or at least like friendly with the people in those major classes. My class, we had a senior like project to work on and present, and that was like the most, like, you did that and you either graduated or didn't, you know. It was like this huge senior thesis thing, and we, like, the, you know, other seniors in my major, we worked together on those things all day, every day, all night. Like you have to be with those people all the time and work with them and help each other, literally help each other graduate. Like, it is crazy. Yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. I could definitely make another one of these, or some type of other college video. I have a lot of stories, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.